Look at me. Look straight into my eyes. Are you about to retire, or are you already enjoying those years you worked your entire life to achieve? If you are, I want you to listen to me right now, because we need to have a serious, unfiltered reality check about your money. We are talking about a company, an app, that you might have seen flashing across your screen promising a quick fix for your credit score. It is called Dovely. And the question on your mind, the question that brought you here today because you are smart, you are cautious, and you want to protect what is yours, is very simple. Does Dovely actually work? Before I tell you whether it works, I want to address the deep, structural fear that is keeping you up at night. I know what you are feeling. When you enter retirement, your financial world shifts. You are transitioning from a steady, predictable paycheck to living on a fixed income, your hard-earned savings, maybe a pension, and your social security. The margin for error shrinks to almost zero. And suddenly, you find out your credit score isn't where it needs to be. Maybe there is a mistake on your report from an old credit card you closed years ago. Maybe an identity thief took out a loan in your name, or a medical bill from a sudden hospital visit was wrongly sent to collections. You look at that low number, and panic sets in. You think to yourself, if I need to downsize my home, if I need to move into a senior living community, or if my car breaks down and I need a small loan, how am I going to qualify with this score? Will I be denied? Will I be forced to pay astronomical interest rates that eat away at my monthly budget? That is a terrifying place to be. It makes you feel vulnerable. It makes you feel powerless. And when people feel vulnerable and powerless, they look for a savior. They look for an easy button. But here is the absolute truth that nobody else is going to tell you, and you need to hear it loud and clear. Dovely cannot do one single thing for your credit that you cannot do for yourself entirely for free. Not one thing. They do not possess a secret magic wand. They do not have a special backdoor relationship with Equifax or TransUnion. They are simply taking information you provide, plugging it into a standardized template, and hitting print or send. And for that automated, hands-off process, they want you to hand over your cash month after month after month. Think about what that means for a retirement budget. When you are on a fixed income, every single dollar matters. Every $10, $20, or $50 you spend on a recurring monthly subscription is money that is being drained away from your groceries, your healthcare, your utility bills, or your emergency fund. It is a systematic leak in your financial bucket. And what happens if the negative items on your credit report are actually accurate? What if you genuinely had a tough year a few years back and missed a few payments? Here is the law. Credit bureaus are only legally required to remove items that are inaccurate, incomplete, or unverifiable. If a late payment is accurate, no algorithm in the world can legally force a credit bureau to erase it before the standard 7-year mark. If an app promises you they can clean up a completely accurate, legitimate history of debt, they are selling you a fantasy. Let's dive deeper into the hidden dangers of outsourcing this to an automated system, especially for seniors. When you hand over your most sensitive data, your social security number, your full banking history, your address, your entire financial identity, to an automated app, you are creating an extra layer of risk. You are trusting an algorithm to represent your financial life. If that system fires off generic, automated dispute letters to the credit bureaus, do you know what the bureaus often do? They flag those disputes as frivolous or bad faith because they can spot a mass-produced, computer-generated letter from a mile away. When a dispute is marked frivolous, the bureau can reject it outright without even investigating it. So, you paid your monthly fee, you waited weeks, and your situation didn't improve at all because a computer spoke to a computer and nothing changed. I want you to ask yourself a very serious question right now. Why are you willing to pay a company to do something that the United States government has already given you the legal right to do for yourself for absolutely $0? Under the Fair Credit Reporting Act, you have the absolute legal power to dispute any inaccurate information on your credit report yourself. And you don't need a finance degree to do it. You don't need to be a tech wizard. You just need a pen, a piece of paper, and the willingness to stand up for your own financial security. So, what is your actionable takeaway today? How do you take control of your credit score without spending a single penny of your retirement savings on automated apps? First, you go directly to the source. You visit the official website mandated by federal law, annualcreditreport.com. Do not go to websites that ask for your credit card number. Annualcreditreport.com is completely free. You pull your reports from all 3 major bureaus. Second, you sit down at your kitchen table with a highlighter and you review those documents line by line. Look for things that don't belong to you. Look for accounts listed as open that you closed years ago. Look for late payments that you know you paid on time. Third, if you find an error, you write a simple, direct letter to the credit bureau. You state exactly what the error is, you provide a copy of any proof you have, like a bank statement or a cancellation receipt, and you mail it via certified mail. By law, the credit bureau has 30 days to investigate and respond to you. If they cannot verify the negative item, they must remove it. It is that straightforward. If your credit score is low because of legitimate past debts, the solution isn't an app, the solution is behavior. You pay down your existing balances, you keep your credit utilization low, and you pay every single bill on time, every single month. Time and good habits are the only true cure for an accurate, damaged credit history. Do not let fear panic you into handing your money over to subscription services. You work too hard for too many decades to let your retirement income slip away into the pockets of automated platforms. You are capable, you are powerful, and you have the tools to protect your own money. Take control of your credit yourself. Stand in your truth, protect your wallet, and be secure.